Meili, national champion, 100 breaststroke, 106.5.
Yes.
Are you happy with the time? I know a little bit faster at Pan Am's a few weeks ago, but not too far, but a pretty good swim to win the national title.
Yeah, I mean, to go 106 again, I can't not be happy with it. I did want to be a little faster, but I had a kind of interesting 2-3 weeks in between Pan Am's and nationals, so just take what I can get. I mean, happy to race again, always happy to race, and I'm actually leaving tomorrow morning to go to Moscow and Paris World Cup.
Okay. Yeah. What was so interesting about the 2 weeks in between?
I got some sort of stomach virus and or food poisoning, not sure what it was, so kind of out for a few days and then back in, and you know, it's always hard to come off a really big successful meet, I think, and still feel really motivated to get back to work. So lesson learned, can't really, you know, take any sort of breaks there, I guess, but still really happy with the time.
So, is it a little weird going from an international champion to a national champion?
I guess not really. I mean, I like to win, so I'm just happy to get my hand on the wheel first. I mean, Lily had an amazing swim. I think every time she's swimming, she's going best time, so I told her, I was like, oh my gosh, you're doing great, keep it up, and she's so young, so it's really cool to see some other new faces coming up in the event.
How do you assess the women's 100 breaststroke right now? Obviously, you have the top time in the country, second or third in the world with that 105 from Pan Am's, but how are you thinking it's going to shape up in the next year?
I mean, just looking at that, I think it's a really competitive event. It's really strong for our country. The girls at Worlds, I know, are capable of going really fast, and then, you know, the girls back here are capable of going really fast. There's so much talent in that event, and I think it sort of speaks to our strength as a country in the breaststroke, and we're always pushing each other to get better. And I think what's cool about breaststroke is sort of a little bit more of a finesse, or a good job. Sorry, it's not a cinch, just one. It's a little bit more of a finesse stroke. You have to be a little bit more patient. It's a lot more technique based. You can't really necessarily go faster by trying hard. So I think learning new things from each other, sort of seeing how some people swim the stroke versus others, and just sort of studying the technique is what's really making us better.
And you're going to go to these World Cups, long course World Cups for the first time.
Yes.
Are you all about time goals here, or is it just racing and getting some experience against the best?
It's really racing. I'm not sure who's racing at Paris and Moscow, but as much as I can race the top girls in the world, as much as I can race Ruta and Alia, I think it's better. So just, you know, racing them, trying to keep up with them, beating them, whatever I can do. It's a good experience, and World Cups are a lot of fun, so I'm really excited.
Vacation in Paris, that sounds miserable. Are you going to take any time off before getting back to training after the World Cups, or is it?
We are staying in Paris a couple days, so I'll take those days off, and then once I get back to Charlotte, I'll be back in the water.
Yeah, well, Katie, awesome job this meet, awesome job at Pan Am's, and good luck the next year.
Thank you.